Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at Signature Esports. This is a ton of fun. Good to see you all out there. Hope you're having a wonderful night. It is Countdown to Green here for Talladega Super Speedway. Trying to see what's going on with the my session here, so I do apologize about that. I shortchanged about 5 minutes here on a couple of things, and I apologize. I saw Schaefer just down there. I was getting ready to go talk to Schaefer. Man, unfortunate. We're going to credit Schaefer some points, though, because I think we shortchanged. He was trying to get in, and I do believe that we'll have to do that. So, again, do apologize. Lunatic Designs giving you all the action tonight as we get ready to go green flag racing here at Daytona International Speedway. It is going to be the starting grid. We'll give Mark Retchen the pole here tonight, presented by Patsfan on YouTube. Robert Church, Stephen Isham, Joseph Kerhall are going to be your next two rows. Tony Martin, Michael Newbrough are going to be out there a little bit 3. Brad Dove, Nathan Bigart, Michael Strickland, Eric Schaefer, Jesse Priest, Brandon Banks are going to be there in row 6. Row 7 is going to be Seth Foudy, Tom Gom, CJ Munier, and Fred Chase are going to make it the next row. Cody Kinsey back here at the tail end of the field as we get ready to go. I did hear you, Schaefer. We'll get you taken care of there, sir. And it is what's going on there. Much love to you. I did hear it, did see it. So we're good to go there. Yeah, how about it? That's what it goes. These guys are, I love it. Here it is, week 8, Cool Dog Xfinity Series. We appreciate Cool Dog giving us all the action tonight as the drivers go 2.65 miles in length, 58 laps, 1 set of tires in the pits, no stages, 1 fast repair, 100% fuel. That's it. 17-point incident limit, and with a 10-point buffer after that. So the first 17 points are free. You get a black flag from there. Then after that, it'll be a black flag every 10 incident points after that. So the driver's going to have to think about keeping it clean here, and that's one of the biggest things that we see is making sure that you do keep it clean. It's a tough track to do so. It's going to be fun, right? That's what I like. All right, everybody out there, we're ready to go. Green flag racing here live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. A couple of driver cams tonight. We'll get into those in just a moment, as it's going to be absolutely a ton of fun. Joe out there, much love to you, sir. I appreciate you. We are making sure that Facebook says we are streaming iRacing. Outside of that, it is that time. Week 8 championship almost ready to be crowned here, as these drivers are just absolutely amazing. They get ready to get into the restart zone. Mark Retchen, pace cars in. How about it? Let's go green flag racing. Restart zone. They're going. They're green. They continue to push early going 54-25 to the middle portion here. You see the outside lane's going to be able to have a chance to prevail. Side draft there for the 25 in the middle. Opportunity knocking for every driver. Incident point penalty, nobody cares. Let's go. Mark Retchen leads on the inside. Stephen Isham up high. Tony Martin all over the back bumper. These cars do overheat, and they do have a significant value to that front. That's one of the best things about this car that makes it so valuable is continuing to have those runs, continue to have those pushes. 58 laps is all we're running tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how they shake up. Robert Church, Brad Dove. Dove sticks out just a little bit there. Stephen Isham right there in the middle. Second lane outside, Stryker out. Clearing the air, just trying to keep some people clean. Newbrow, fastest lap of the race. Michael Newbrow from the DBR team, joining all his teammates back here in the back. Brandon Banks, Eric Schaefer coming around into the corner, having a good race so far as we continue to push. Patsfan on YouTube, and our good friend Alex Thompson, Cool Dog, giving you all the action. 25 way up high. 3 wide. This is the racetrack of all racetracks. Right behind Eric Schaefer, Brad Dove. Now Schaefer in the tow. Gonna be able to pick him up. Joey Gatna giving us a big like out there. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. New cameras for Talladega tonight as well. We made the switch on the cams last night. I made some switches on some cameras tonight as well. I hope you all enjoy it. I hope the sound sounds great as well. Speaking of Joey, we have a new series coming after. We're going to have double headers coming up here in a couple of days. Ricky, thank you for the like, sir. On Friday nights, we have the Chop Shop Racing Cup Series. And then from the Cup Series, right after that, we got the Sim 500 Midnight Thunder Series. You'd like super speedways? If you like Talladega, we're going to have a super speedway action happening here as well. Jesse Priest, Stephen Isham almost made it now. 3 wide, Sucker Hole Road. Here comes the 4 to the inside. '55. Ooh, getting dicey. Jesse Priest on the bottom side of the racetrack. It's going to reassume the race line, and just like that, his race is saved. Holy cow, that happened. What a save. All right, I had to communicate a little bit on iRacing there. I had to Jesse Priest just ran himself a heck of a line there to be able to hold on to that, be able to reassume the race line. All right, 24. That's Tony Martin in tow. Outside lane prevailing. There's Munier there, the 98. Good to see him back out there running. Again, DBR out there in droves. 94 Fred Chase joined the race tonight. We appreciate him getting out there doing so as well. This Xfinity car absolutely showing up in droves. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you to everybody out there. Let me make sure my chat is loading up correctly like it's supposed to. Thank you so much to everybody being out there. Budgie, how's the audio? If you're out there, I appreciate you, dear. With the change in cameras means a change in audio, so I got to dial it in. Here's what it looks like down to the back straightaway. This is what they call the spotter cam. So imagine this with a big pair of binoculars. This is how spotters, I guess, call the race at Talladega. If this is their bird's eye view, that's insane. 55 on the inside. You see it 3 wide there. Stephen Isham has the 9 behind. And the inside lane's going to be closing up. Fastest lap of the race. Just ran by Jesse Priest as they go around. Brad Dove stuck in the middle there. Outside lane still trying to prevail to the 9 and the 54. Stephen Isham up on the high side. It does look like Schaefer is going to drop back just a little bit. He's going to try to reassume the race line. He is going to do so. He's going to be able to keep up to speed here. He's going to have to try to soak that draft and keep these cars running forward. Seth Foudy here working. He's got Tom Gom just ahead of him, and so is Newbrow. So some drivers trying to work together. Good. Thank you, dear. Always want to be sure. We all know that that's the case. Schaefer trying to close back down the distance here as we go. I do like it. Driver cams coming up for you here. That is Tom Gom at number 32. I said I was going to talk about him. We're going to talk about him. He is cruising right now. We'll see if that outside lane is going to be able to make any ground. A lot of waving happening up there. As you see Tom Gom trying to hold with the 98, the 7 there in tow as well. That's going to be Seth Foudy. And now that we know who he is, so now we have his name, now we know his face. From last night, Samantha, thank you very much. The Foudy fam. And little 7 right there, rolling 3 wide again. The 94, dropping back just a little bit. Brad Dove out there to work with a few drivers as well. Oh, Dove Farm LLC. Got the preview paint on again. I see it. And last but not least, Berhalva out there. Joseph Berhalva running 9th off 5 from the start of the race. At any point, this race can turn on a dime. And they're all trying to do it. Berhalva, oh man, little free there getting into the corner. This car does have a tendency to run free. And that wind just makes it worse. Berhalva right behind Brad Dove. Line try to work 9, bounces out. There's the 0-1 of Priest to the inside, 3 wide again as they continue to push. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you to all the driver cams presented by Beef Jerky Unlimited. These cars are very heat sensitive. Temperatures in these cars when they get out there and you get to the back bumper of somebody, you literally have to manage not only the car, but you also have to manage the heat. The Signature Esports Xfinity Series has been a great time, and we appreciate every driver that's ran. And I thought Schaefer, I didn't see him in the roster on SDK that it updated, so we no provisional points for him, which is good. Oh no! Oh baby! I gotta go back and see what's going on here. Big Art or Seth Foudy, Kinsey out of the race. Go back and see what happened at Church here. Right here. Yeah, nobody went. All right, Brandon Banks up in tow. There's Newbrow. CJ Munier behind. Jesse Priest. There's Joseph Grohalva. We're seeing this extra stint roll. So all these drivers have to get together and time it out. Fred Chase, 55. Going into the corner. See if how Church is doing. Church is going to be right behind. He's fine. They've only lost Munier and Newbrow, so they'll be able to play catch up. They're 2 and 3 wide ahead. If they can get straight, they can keep things straight here. They're going to be able to catch up here. Time and energy and effort. A great save once again by the drivers. Mark Retchen, 22. Strickland on the inside. Steven Isham in tow. Tony Martin rolling. That's one of the things, folks. I try not to. Last week, the pit road decision had an issue there, and that's where I was almost influenced into the race. But I'm telling you now, this little two-pack is catching. Fred Chase and this group, they're catching as well. They were catching. We'll have to see how this is going to work out. Again, if this thing stays green and a green flag pit stop comes in, there's going to be a whole different cycle happening. Mark Retchen, Michael Strickland inside lane prevailing. A little separation happening. Mark Retchen trying to hold on to the 22. Chevrolet's leading the front row. Tony Martin's one heck of a pusher, man. He has been all over the back bumper of that 24. They've been working well together. The 125 coming around the quad oval area, or the tri-oval area. Again, start-finish line past pit road exit. And so it makes one of the longest front straightaways that you're going to see. But don't count out these drivers. These two should be able to pick up these guys right here. We'll see if Schaefer's going to be right there on the back bumper of the 55. See Seth Foudy back there in tow as well. So Church getting a big shove here as the drivers try to hold on. 44, the Ford of the back bumper of the 55 trying to catch Michael Newbrown, CJ Munier. These two teammates working together. Maybe try to keep the momentum up but not try to lose too much ground. They have closed in about a tenth here as these drivers still push. And that's one of the things we're going to see here. We're going to see these drivers continue to push, continue to work the angles and work the magic here. Brad Dove up on the high side. Rohalva off 5, still there. Last driver on that lead pack, Munier and Newbrow. They're clearing each other just a little bit. They are going to be caught by this group here, which is going to be able to carry a little bit of speed. 94, Fred Chase. See Seth Foudy behind. Tom Gom. Taylor to the field, but he's working. It's all working. Now with the 2x2 racing ahead, this single file pack right here should be able to work together. If they can stay single file, they should be able to get themselves a big run and be able to try to catch that double file pack that's ahead of them. So we'll see if that 9.3 seconds becomes a little bit more valuable as Munier, Newbrow. There is Church there trying to hold on. Little inside line sway. We'll see the 6 break out. We'll see if anybody goes to the outside. Eric Schaefer trying to lean forward here. We'll see if Schaefer tries to make the pass. 55 will go to the outside. We'll see if this cycles in. So the DBR team will be 1, 2, 3 in this line. Strickland leads the outside lane with the 24 and the 01. Big Art is going to be in front. Steven Isham in 5th. Brad Dove will be in 6th here. Brandon Banks, Jesse Priest up in the mix as well. Again, Grijalva in 9th. And the rest of the field right here. 98-6, 494-7. Tom Gom. And then Churchy at the tail end of this one. So we're going to see if Schaefer can get to the back bumper to the 98. 6 to cycle out. Schaefer's going to be, you're going to want Schaefer to be that guy to hook up on the back bumper. 20 laps in, again, they're going to have a green flag pit stop. That's going to happen. 2x2 here as these drivers, again, double file racing. With a single file line, we'll see if Schaefer can work the back right corner of the 98. 2x2, 21.58. These drivers going to 54.22, the 9 there as well. Brandon Banks, comfortable right where he's at. Jesse Priest there as well. Let's go on board Banks and see what he's got going on, because I know what Eric Schaefer's doing back there. He is trying to push, and try to close down a 10th a lap. He's going to need it, and he's going to need the 94 to stay close. Let's go on board Brandon Banks. Out of the corner, Brandon Banks doing his job. Eric Schaefer trying to do the same thing. Getting in the clear zone here. Into the back bumper of the 98, out of the throttle, trying to manage. Seth Foudy behind, Schaefer pushing this group, Brandon Banks pushing this group, and the wind tunnel is happening. The outside lane, Stephen Isham going to work, Tony Martin up high as well. So we're seeing the outside lane prevail as the inside lane just trying to roll back just a little bit. But at any given moment, anything can happen. Big hype. Such a PC is not ready. You're at a ball game. Man, oh man. Let's go Fatty, says Samantha out there as well. 3 wide here again. These cars looking to overheat, and that's one of the things that I've seen about this car in practice and what we've heard. Everybody's saying, hey, you've got to watch what we're doing. Try to push as hard as you can. 12 seconds the gap from Union. We're here. All right. Boogity says, Dan out there. What do you say, brother? Good to see everybody out there. Top 3 trying to work. Again, a reminder, at any point this thing can happen. It's all about being there at the end. Brandon Banks to the inside, Tony Martin to the inside as well, or all the way to the bottom side. Stephen Isham rolling the corner. Trying to bring the drivers down. That outside lane is doing well. All these drivers, even though that they are where they're at, Eric Schaefer needs somebody to be right there to keep him close to the 98. This pack right here, this little 6-car pack, if they can keep themselves right in the grand scheme of things. Tom had an issue. What happened to Tom? Tom? What happened to Tom? I guess anything could still happen. Man, oh man. Seth Foudy right behind Fred Chase. Fred Chase below the yellow line. Got to keep him close. 12 and a half seconds. Brandon Banks On the inside, Isham there as well. 22 rolling. Stryker back up behind the 47. 25 up into the mix. 27 of 58 laps in. Again, a reminder, anything can happen. Eric Schaefer trying to help that lane roll. 94 keeping him close. That's what he needs. It doesn't need to bump him, just needs to keep him close. That'll keep the 4 breathing the air and pushing on the right side of that 98. Trying to keep him close. That's one of the best things about this draft package. Is that these cars, they can carry speed. They can run 200 miles an hour. Brandon Banks out front on the bottom side. This side draft on the outside. 24, Mark Retchin. Trying to have that second lane going. Who's going to pull up our points for the series? As the standings go to work. Eric Schaefer leads in the point standings over Brandon Banks by 22. Jesse Priest third in standings. Stryker has an 8-point deficit to him. Kinsey had looking at the numbers, Kinsey had an 8-point deficit to Stryker behind him. So there's a lot of points to have and to be made up. The 28 of 58. We're going to be 30 laps to go next time by. Good opportunity. Good things knocking on. 2x2 here. Check back with this group. 14 seconds. Schaefer trying to keep him close. Oh, no. CJ down to the bottom. They break up. They go back to it. Schaefer keeps him close up on the high side. Munier, does he lose the ground? Schaefer can pull down and try to keep Munier. He was trying to push him there, trying to get him a little bit. Right now he is losing the draft. CJ is second back. Seth Foudy behind Chase. Fred Chase now. It's a big push coming. Lou Brown and Tone. Eric Schaefer. Trail breaks a little bit. CJ still a second. Can he keep it? They wave a little bit here. Might be a different change. So hopefully CJ's going to be able to see it. 3 wide again. Tony Martin in the middle. Again, somebody shaking the champagne right now. Again, we talk about the green flag pit stops that can happen at any given point. CJ closing at Eric Schaefer. They're trying to keep that half-second deficit between them and the field. BJ rolling Eric Schaefer. Michael Newbrow behind him, or in front of him, trying to keep these drivers close. Robert Church in 12th. Seth Foudy up 2. Fred Chase is going to be there. Brandon Banks and company. Trying to extend over to that second group. 31 of 58. A green flag pit stop will go a long way. And, oh, there it goes. Caution's going to come out here. First one at Talladega. Jesse Priest off track. Nathan Bigart. It's a pace car. Lead him out. We'll go and see what happened. Oh, man. Again, one fast repair on this racing surface. They're 3 wide. That's what we're seeing. 22 went there, got up on the 25. Jesse Priest able to save it. Dove able to save it. It's going to be smoking. It's going to have a tore up car. All right, caution comes out. Things get settled. Things get fixed. And I don't feel so bad anymore. Oh, man. My replay settings aren't showing up. Yep. Excuse me. How's everybody doing out there? What do you think of the race? What do you think of the cams? Is everybody having a good dang old night? I think that's the big key. It's the big key that I would ask. Is everybody having a good night? I hope that you all are. Here's what happened one more time, Jesse Priest. All right, we are just about at the halfway mark. So we should be able to get ourselves into a bigger situation. So Big Art, Brad Dove. Dove will come back to pit road, I do believe. Big Art comes in. Mark Retchen is going to be your race leader. Big Art should get an EOL for that one. Good, I'm glad. That's what matters. I hope you're all doing fantastic. First caution. $35 incident points total. A lot of one taps happening here. It's one thing that's crazy to see. These races have been pretty awesome. All right. Yeah, Nathan had to come to pit road. Wasn't going to be able to make it all the way back around, so he had to come to pit road. So he'll drop to the tail of the field. Tony Martin, I believe, had to tow. So he is on pit lane. Maybe he's getting some things saved. Because technically he's still on the lead lap. Yeah, he's just getting it fixed. Some driver's going to save that fast repair. Tony's got some right side damage. All right, driver should be getting ready to go one to green. That's going to be the next cycle. Again, 32 laps complete. We're going to 58. So they should be able to make it on fuel. That's not going to be the issue. Should be the thing there. Banks coming to pit road. Seth back to pit road. Jesse Priest back to pit road. Michael Newbrow coming back to pit road. Maybe topping off on fuel or putting themselves in the back. Might be what you're seeing there. We'll see how that's going to work out. Mark Retchen is your race leader. My Jefferson. Is he running a shootout paint scheme? No way. Is he going to be there? Hold on. Hold on, I gotta go ask. Is he over there? Is he in there? Where's Mark at? Is he? Oh, I don't even know if he's in Discord. I gotta ask. Mark, I see you're wearing one of the coolest logos that you could ever do, and big shout out to my hometown. Are you going to be at the shootout? I don't know if he's going to be there. Didn't hear him or not, but that's cool. We're going to do some cool things here. We're going to try to do some cool things. We'll see if we can get over and get on top of the car. The 36th annual Lake of the Ozarks shootout, folks. You know how cool that is to see that logo? That is, he's from Jefferson City, so which is just about 40. I work this event every single year. Thank you, sir, for putting my logo up here as well. 36th annual Lake of the Ozarks shootout. When it comes to photography and boats and everything right there. How cool is that? That's an homage. That's literally somebody knowing where I live. Love it. All right, folks. We're going green flag racing. That is awesome. If you want to check out the Lake of the Ozarks shootouts, it's going to be live, and there'll be live broadcasts of that as well. We will make sure that we pay attention to that so we can share that with everybody on our Facebook page. We will share the shootout. I do it every year, and we'll make sure that we take it. Yeah, Nate shouldn't have had a... How do you get a black flag? I got to see now. We're going to go back. We're going to take a look at what happened to Nathan here. I think his black flag didn't clear from the coming to pit road, so we're going to see it. How about it? 3 wide? Can we see 4 wide? Viable area. Yep, we can almost do it. Tony Martin coming up. Oh, no, Tony. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tony said his VR froze. Tony, you good? Oh, no. Said Tony's VR froze. He's on the bottom side of the racetrack here. Tom Gom to the lead. 0-1. Big push here. 13 spots gained. Big Art's going to be there in tow. Man, oh man, oh man. We'll have to take a look. I wonder if he took a straight left side. Yeah, he peeled off. He peeled straight off to the left. Side. That's so unfortunate for him. I feel awful for him. I hope he's okay. Tony Martin out of the race right now. Tony, I love you and the Surge fam. You're my favorite team. One, because, you know, of all the cool things that we've been able to accomplish and all the growth that you guys have seen. Super awesome, brother. Beef Jerky Unlimited is going to give you 22 laps to go. Again, thank you to all the drivers putting the energy together. Schaefer to the outside, 3 wide to try to control. Jesse Priest, CJ Munier, and then Seth Foudy there in the middle. Tom Gom on the bottom. Big Art rolling. 3 wide out of the back straightaway. Everybody having a good time. And I love Tony's car, too. I'm going to tell you this much, folks. Tony Martin's car has my logo front and center. And that is awesome. He's also got the Surge Performance family out there. We're going to get those logos posted back out. By the time I get it all rendered, by the time I get the graphic done this weekend, we'll have them all back up on Monday. All the sponsored logos and all the cool stuff we're doing. Making something new. Schaefer. Banks on the outside lane. Jesse Priest, CJ Munier. Seth Foudy on the inside lane. Banks back down. And we'll see how everybody's going to try to clear. Steven Easham's going to roll the outside lane. Mark Wretched right behind him. A good head of steam rolling. Tom Gom out front. Jesse Priest in tow. Outside lane trying to prevail once again. Aaron, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Aaron Smith, how are you doing? Recognize the name. Going well, Samantha. Thank you. Tony, just glad you got the car down and out of the way of the field. Brother, I saw the hard left, and I was like, did you get bumped down there? I wanted to check. I had to check on the cars. You know, just trying to do what we do here. Oh, one big bump is 32. Look at this speed right here. This is a great camera angle here at the back straightaway at Talladega, getting into turn 3 and 4. That middle lane is doing phenomenally. 32 on the bottom side, 47, keeping them close. You said your VR froze? Bomb dude, much love. Oh, hold on to it. Oh no! Up the field, caution will come out. Fred Chase goes around. Tom Gom, your race leader. Fred Chase around. Let's take a look. This started a little bit further back. Was that you that said your VR froze? I think that's what I was trying to say. So I do apologize about that. Let's see. Far Chase. Equipment failure, man. Man, oh man. Let's take a look. Yeah. It's an awkward bump. Oh, man. All right. Ugh. It's a good race. It'll be 18 laps to go. 17 laps to go. Here's what your drivers are driving. If you want to get out there and root on your favorite drivers, I encourage you to do so. Tom Gom there. I think Fred's going to come to pit road. See if we can get any more of that taken care of. Well, Tony, I'm glad, and thank you to you and the Surge fam. I hope they're all having a good night as well. We appreciate all of you for being out there with us and giving us all the support, everything that the Surge Performance team needs. And we love you guys very much, and there's a lot of things that we couldn't do without you folks. So we're gonna enjoy the all the extra cool things. So if you want to check out Surge Performance and their racing team, you need to check them out on Facebook. They've put their name behind me, and I've put my name behind them, and those folks are pretty darn fantastic. As Eric Schaefer leads the point system here and has probably got the best push going on. That second group, I thought if this thing stayed green, the second group was going to have a good chance to close in some time and leapfrog, because they were going to be able to be one of the groups that came to pit road together if they needed to. And that was kind of what I was hoping to see. But, those things don't happen from time to time. They're going to do their thing. We're going to let them have at it. I'm going to keep it on exciting for all the drivers here. I got to step upstairs real quick. I got to go check on something. Hear something upstairs. So those who don't know, the home office is right here in the bottom of our spot here. So I will be right back in just a couple of, hopefully 60 seconds. All right, we're getting ready to go back green flag racing. Thank you, folks, for your patience. We are, there's a fire truck next door, so I wanted to make sure everything was good in the neighborhood. All good to go. Good to go. No fire from what I can tell, so there's probably, there's something going on there. We don't know what it is, but hopefully everybody is okay. That's what I will say. So yeah, pace car's going to dive in, and we're going to do it again. 43 laps complete. Restart zone coming up. They're good. They're green. Through the gears they go. Big Art on the outside. Tom Gom on the inside. Big push for the 9 behind him. Tom Gom as the 01 there with him. Outside lane might prevail a little bit here. Those top 3 had a good run. We'll see if Schaefer picks up Brandon Banks. Or if Brandon Banks stays where he's at. He's going to go out. Ooh. Jesse Priest up with him. Big Art with a big run. 47 in tow. Brad Dobb back in the mix, keeping it nice and simple. Big Merca flag back here. Banks leads the outside lane. Jesse Priest there with him. 54, Steven Isham up there as well. 14 laps to go here at Talladega Super Speedway. This has been a great series, and we've loved every bit of it. We hope all the drivers are absolutely enjoying it as well. Seth Foudy trying to keep his nose clean. Right behind the 98 is CJ Munier. Got the fam in the background. Give them a wave. I don't know if they're listening. Give them a wave. You can wave on camera. My little one does that from time to time. Newbrow 3 wide back here. Oh no. Big wreck. Should be wrecking. Should be a caution. Caution should come out here. Caution, 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 caution. Half the field. Four or five trucks turn sideways on the front, on the middle of the lane there. Seth gets involved. Hopefully there is, yeah, wrecked cars is one thing. Grijalva. Big Art jumping to pit road. iRacing should have thrown that caution. Do apologize to the drivers. Big Art jumping to pit road. We'll meet back up with a pace car here. We'll rack them up and do it again. Let's go see what happened. That is Big Art off the surface. We'll go far chase here because that's what I see. Grijalva right there on the back bumper. Oh, he blew his engine. Oh, no. I think Nathan blew his engine there. Got to go back. We're going to go back and take a look. We'll go inside the cockpit view here. I do believe I saw smoke rolling. Yep, he blew. His engine blew. That engine blew up. Grijalva did his job too well. Brandon Banks, your race leader. Tom Gom in second. Jesse Priest is going to be third. Steven Isham fourth. Eric Schaefer will be fifth. Michael Newbrow sixth. As we have our third caution. Blew that dang thing up. I talked about these things overheating earlier in the race, and they do. They absolutely will be. They absolutely will heat up, and they heat up quickly. If the racing is hard and aggressive, it's crazy. It really is. Well, tomorrow night, Chop Shop Racing Series back in action. It's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to see them over at Nashville Super Speedway, and I'm pretty thrilled about watching what those drivers are going to be able to do. And then tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern, Sim 500 goes live for their Midnight Thunder Series, which is a Super Speedway Series. All races are going to be at Talladega, but they're going to run all kinds of different vehicles out there. And every one of those vehicles are going to be, they're going to change every week. So I think we start with the trucks, and then I believe we're going to go to the 87s. They'll have a week off, and then we're going to go. They're even running Indy cars at Talladega. It's going to be insane. It's going to be about an hour-long broadcast. The tail end of my night on Friday nights. It's going to be every Friday night, besides one bye week, and that's going to be absolutely awesome. 8 weeks of racing for those fine folks, and pretty happy to see them on board. It was one of those things that we had mentioned yesterday that we wanted to make sure that we were going to be able to try to have a. Schaefer blinked out. We wanted to make sure that if we had had the chance to have a midnight, or if we had a chance to have an after or a late evening broadcast, then we could do that. So that's what we're seeing. So Schaefer back out there? No, he's not. Oh no. Is he having bad weather? Oh, dang it. Schaefer. And they can't keep him connected to iRacing. That's awful. That's awful. Oh. Oh, that's funny. All right, Top Gun, Brandon Banks. Stephen Isham, Jesse Priest, ready to go. Oh, man. Maybe we need to get a hold of Xfinity and give... see if we can actually get an Xfinity... some Xfinity love out there for some of those folks. I like it. Tom Gom on the outside. Brandon Banks is going to be on the inside. Stephen Isham's going to be there. And it's going to be great. Man, that sucks for Schaefer. It really does. Hopefully he's going to be able to load back in and at least get one of the... Because he's only a lap down. Only one lap down right now. It'll be 2 laps here in a second. We'll see. All right, ready to go. Brandon Banks. Ready to take up the green. And that's where they're going. 3 wide as we go. Talladega Superspeedway heating up. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get more of this racing. We saw some 3 wides happening there. Oh, 54 is going to go to the outside. 47 went up to try to pull the outside lane. But now they're going to be back to 3 wide. Oh, little net code, 55-47. Brad Dove, Robert Church putting in the effort. Mark Retchen in 7th here. Still opportunity knocking. 32-7 there. Oh, big checkup. 4 wide into the corner. Oh, tight squeeze. Michael Newbrow behind Tom Gom on the outside lane, or the middle lane. Stephen Isham going. Jesse Priest there to push the 9. We watched the 01 blow the engine. Eric Schaefer had a blink out. Brendan Banks trying to keep the points close. Brendan Banks wins this one. There'll be a big chunk of points headed his direction. Tom Gall on the outside. Big push from the 6. Newbrow doing a great job of keeping Tom honest there. Nine on the inside. The pace car right behind him. Or the 00. Or the 0, however you want to call it. Good bump from the 0. 24 keeping him close. Mark Retchen, Michael Strickland, 6 laps to go. Tom Gom trying to hold on as well. Munier, Dove looking to the outside of CJ Munier. Oh, baby. Shaking it up. CJ on the bottom behind Fred Chase, the 94. Tom Gom leading that lap just barely. Newbrow's doing a great job of keeping that close. Able to use a little bit of side draft here. Back straightaway advantage for Gom and Newbrow on the outside. This is a great look at this this draft package. 24 keeping the 0 close to the 9, which is where they're going to be able to make ground into the corner. 32 of the 6, rolling 7. As a whole, oh, baby. That third lane breaking up now. See the 54 and the 25 on the outside lane. 32-6. There's the 9-0-0. Mark Retchen with an opportunity to try to push himself forward. 47. They had an issue there. 6 way up on the outside. Tom Gom, Stryker, and Retchen trying to go to the lead. Second lane working. 3 wide racing. 4 laps to go. Inside lane has Dove there with the 9 and the 0. I tell you what, Newbrow was on push mode there. Oh, baby. Wrecking in the front. Caution will come out here as the drivers go to work. As we try to clear some penalties here as well. Man. Go back and take a look. I threw that caution, folks. That should have been a caution altogether. Turned in front of the field. Let's go far chase. Oh, man. Oh. All right. right, let's go up a little bit here. Let's see if we can see the bump here that did all this. Quarter speed. Bump. Bump. Still pushing. Still pushing. Air pulls the 88 to the outside. Just lifts the right side tires. Yeah, he just lifts the tires up. I mean, he is flat in them. Down in front of Banks. We'll see how this is going to work. Church should be your race leader. Oh, man. I want to see what happened to Brad Dove there. That was the other thing. Schaefer back on the internet. He's back out there. Oh. Send both drivers. Jesse Priest should have had his black cleared as well. So great save by both drivers. Church, Gum, Grijalva, Strickland. We'll get ready to go back to it again. Should be first attempt at a green-white checker. And it is one attempt at a green-white checkered. That's what we did. That's what we set the rules up for. So that's where we're going to be at. All right. Man. Brad Dove to pit road. I think he's getting some repairs. Schaefer jumps back out there. Chance maybe for him to get out there and help some of his teammates. Is what will be important. Dove is going to be looking down pit road here. Going to get some of the, he's going to get some of it taken care of. Church, Tom Gum, Grijalva, Michael Strickland, Seth Foudy, CJ Munier, Michael Newbrow, Stephen Isham, Fred Chase, Brandon Banks, your top 10. Mark Retchen still there as well. I believe he did have a fast repair, so he is going to be just fine. Oh, Robert Church. Ready to go forward. I wish I had hit that. Could have hit that a little sooner. I've got just too many windows open. That's all that's going on. That's it. It was intense. Be lights off on the pace car. One attempt at a green-white checkered here. As Brad Dove gets a lot of damage fixed and should be able to leave out in front of the pace car. Should be fine here. So, as Jesse Priest comes to pit road a little bit here. All right. 55, 32, 47, 88. Seth Foudy, CJ Munier. Jesse Priest is able to make himself back and get himself back out here again. Brad Dove will be able to restart to the outside. Priest and Eric Schaefer. Schaefer back out there. He's going to finish 14th. But is going to be able to try to help some drivers. Tom Gum. Robert Church. Mr. Van Ness, thank you very much, sir. I hope you're having a good night. Bomb Dude was out there a little while ago as well. Thank you, Bomb Dude. I appreciate you. All right. Church, Gum, Grijalva, Strickland. Restart zone coming up. This is it. Last attempt. Only attempt. Green flag. Church to the gears. Tom Gum, Michael Strickland. 2 laps to go. The only attempt at green-white checkered coming up. 32 there to sidetrack. Big run with the 88. Drivers out of 2 down to the back straightaway. Steven Isham to the outside. CJ Munier in the middle. Jesse Priest rolling. Mr. Dudley, thank you, sir. Brad Dove to the outside. Momentum in the middle lane right now. Tom Gum. Coming around, Stryker. Gum. White flag waves. Final lap. They cross the line. 98 of Munier. Strickland. Tom Gum. Steven Isham with a big hit of steam still here. Mark Retchen in tow. The back straightaway still busy. Tom Gum out front. Munier. Coming around the corner. Grijalva, Church, Foudy all involved. And we'll see who's going to be able to take this one. Can that second group catch him? 32, Strickland to the outside. Tom Gum up high. Strickland to the bottom. Tom Gum to block. Trying to do what he can. Tom Gum. It's going to win. Strickland second, Munier third. Man, shake it before you make it. Tom Gum gets the victory here. DVR out there. Much love, Tony. Shake it before you bake it. 24 Bryce. Tom Gum gets the victory here, and there's a lot that happened. Let's go around and see it. Here's what happened on the white flag. I want to back this up. We're going to go far chase. It is, and it's Mark Retchen's birthday. Happy birthday to Mark. Rear chase. We have to see what happened here. We'll get the race results here in a second. Tony, much love to you, man. Appreciate you being out there, brother. Where did this happen? So Schaefer is ready to shove the snot out of the 9 of the 98 here. Comes up a little bit, sees the lane. There's Church right here. Man. So 4 is there. He's there. He's ready to shove. Coming up out of the corner, 47 there as well. Oh, just comes up just a touch. Just a touch. Oh, yeah, he's just trying to exit the corner. And it just gets right there to the 4. Man. Tom Gum goes burn it down. He gets the victory, and here's your race results. There's a lot to unpack there. Happy birthday, Mark. Much love to Mark Retchen out there. Happy birthday to him. Tom Gum, Michael Strickland, CJ Munier, your top 3. Steven Isham, Fred Chase, your top 5. Mark Retchen finishes 6th. Brad Dove, 7th. Newbrow will finish 8th. Jesse Priest, 9th. Then we have Robert Church, your top 10. Seth Foudy in 11th. Brandon Banks, a lap down. Grijalva, a lap down. Eric Schaefer in 14th. Nathan Bigart is going to finish 15th. Tony Martin, Cody Kinsey. Kinsey out there to get the chance to start. So that is what it is. That's a great race. I thought it was a good race. And congrats to Tom on it. We'll talk to him in just a second. CJ was there. I saw the lineup. I saw what was going to happen there, and just exiting the tri-oval area where it goes from 4 lanes to 3, just enough of a touch there to make that happen. Thank you, Budgie. Much love. Tom's going to be your victor here as Cool Dog gets it. When you grow up, you want to be like Tyler Nichols. I think Tom's got a princess wave going on. Let's bring him down. We're going to talk to him. Tom Gobb gets a victory here tonight as he has the princess wave waving at the fans at Talladega. Oh, man. Oh, man. Great defense there. That's one of the biggest things I'll say about that. That was it was a huge there was a huge momentum shift when everybody was able to get back together. Juan attempted a green white checkered here. There was just enough to make this race work, and you had Stryker committed to you, and then things kind of got swiveled around. I was lucky that the caution didn't get thrown right there, because, I mean, you had just crossed the start-finish line when they were wrecking.
I still had the lead, too. I had some great pushes pretty much all day long. Foudy pushed real good. So did Strickland did, too. Biggert, I kind of missed him towards the end there because he was giving some real solid pushes. I'm just ecstatic right now.
Well, congratulations! I mean, you got to win. That's a thing, and of course, you and I were talking earlier about your super speedway experience and the things that you like about the super speedways, and some of the majority of your wins you were talking about are tracks that are 2 miles and bigger. What is it about these tracks that you like so much?
The momentum. What it comes down to is I like the fact that, there's not really a big break in momentum. It comes back to running dirt to where it's not really using a whole lot of my left foot for the brake, and it's just kind of breathing with my right and just letting it go. I kind of understand where Earnhardt was coming from when he said that you can see the air and you can get the runs, and it's just it's a breed of its own, and it's exhilarating.
It was a fun race. It looked like it was fun. 58 laps of entertainment. I of course, we like to see green
58
flag.
laps of domination. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, there you go. So when you grow up, you want to be just like Tyler Nichols.
Yeah, definitely want to be just like Tyler Nichols. That he is my idol. I kind of wish I had his vocabulary, but
I mean, that's the way racing goes, man. This is a huge platform. This was a ton of fun, man. Congratulations on the victory here. Give your shout outs. That's as simple as it gets.
So my shout outs go to my wife, for one. She tolerates me doing this all the time. Fully sports marketing. That's her business. Great time. 6'9" Race Cars, Stevens Motorsports, JD McKaylee, ICW. Vogues, everybody's helped me get to a point where I could be a consistent top 5 runner. Oh, good Lord. Thank you for my brother for building this engine out of something that we dragged out of the backyard. Daddy for the transmission, and Mama for the cooking, Daddy for the whooping, and the devil for the trouble that I got into. And I got to give credit where credit's due. Thank you for putting on a hell of a show.
It is my pleasure, and it couldn't do it without all of our sponsors as well, and can't do it without the drivers. So, I heard Eric say it best. The DBR team is. We'll talk to CJ here in a little bit, but The DBR team is what is continued to bring this on, but you drivers that continue to show up, that's what I'm grateful for, and I appreciate it. We only got a couple of races left. That's gonna be a big shakeup. I don't even know where we're at next week. Where are we at? Homestead. Are we at Homestead? We're at Homestead. Yeah, Homestead next week, then Phoenix. So it's gonna be fun. 2 races left in this season. What's your plan for Homestead?
Repeat.
Got it.
No, it's really not. It's really just survive. Homestead is not one of my better tracks. So we go from one of my best my best track, the track that I've had, well, the best asphalt track that I've had on this service, and we go from there to Homestead, which is I will probably spend the rest of my iRacing career trying to figure that track out.
I get it. It's gonna be fun. Tom, much love, man. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That is Tom Gom coming home in Victory Lane. We're going to talk to Michael Strickland real quick. He is, boy, you were shaking up there for a little bit, getting into the birthday boy. What? Dude, good race.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing it up, man. I feel bad for Mark.
I heard it, and I was like, I don't. There's a reason why I don't like listening to driver cams or to driver audios, because I hear things, and I'm like, now I got to bring it up.
Oh, birthday boy. I feel so bad, man. Yeah, I was so deep. I tasted what he ate for lunch, man, and I guess that wasn't the right move at the right time, because I had been pushing him that way the entire race. I don't know if he just had a better run this time. I definitely got in a little deeper, and I ended up spinning Mark, which is horrible. I ended up taking a bunch of guys out. That you never want to do that. That's a horrible scenario. So I apologize for everybody that got caught up with that, especially Mark. Being that it's birthday, we wanted to make sure to give him a good finish today. But I'm glad he bounced back. I think he ended up finishing 6th. So he was able to salvage a couple positions. So I'm sure he would have enjoyed the W. But either way, happy birthday, and every day above ground's a good day. So regardless of what happened.
I cannot disagree with that more. The car was shaky in air, but I tell you what, if you're in the first 3 of the line, it just feels like if you can keep it close, these cars are fast.
Yeah, plate racing is its own monster. These are fun. I usually gravitate to the similar guys out here because you try to find somebody that your car is working well with. You cycle back around and try to use other guys because you never know who's going to be there at the end and what help you're going to need and who's going to drop you and et cetera, et cetera. But none of the guys that I was working with the entire race were out there out front. I think it was just Thomas Grom and CJ. At one point, when I looked back and I saw everybody, there was nobody behind me. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to pick who's gonna win because the pusher is always gonna be able to help push. And CJ, fortunately, I can't say this, but CJ initially dumped me for Thomas. So then I kind of faked CJ up. I went underneath him, and I pushed Tom to the win. So CJ, had you stayed with me, man, you would have won.
I've watched you push a lot of people to wins, and I've seen you win at super speedways as well. But this car track combo just it just, I don't know, it floats the natural selection here. We had a decent field tonight. Homestead next week, Phoenix the week after. 2 more races left in this thing. What's the idea? What are you going to do in the next couple of weeks?
I know I'm just trying to have fun. I'm nowhere near the points anywhere in contention. Just stay out of everybody's way and make sure that we have some good participation, some good racing. You got some good tracks coming up. Those are always good. I think we got Miami and Phoenix. So if I'm available, I'm going to be out there running them. They're tracks I love. So we should be fairly competitive there, hopefully. And then just try to stay out of everybody's way. Unfortunately, couldn't do that today, but just have some fun. We got Miami and Phoenix coming up, but that's going to be awesome. Those are 2 cool tracks. Way to end the season. This has been awesome. Cool Xfinity series. Definitely.
It's been just hairy enough, and it's given me just a few more gray hairs. There's a reason why I don't run them. Just call them.
It's been a great series, man. We've had more green flag runs than not. So kudos to all the guys that show up. Every single one of these guys, you got a lot of different skill sets in here, and every single one of them do a good job. It's been pretty respectful the entire time, and they're fun. These cars are definitely a blast to drive. So, if you're going to continue to keep running this Thursday Xfinity series, you can always count on us to run with you.
I was when I was listening to it, I was he was talking about the DBR guys showing up and the Chop Shop guys, of course, showing up as well, and just kind of the people that want to run this car. I've always seen the Xfinity series cars just be what it is, right? It's either a really, really big field or it's just a shallow field, and they either last or they don't last. But I like this Xfinity car. I really do. And I'd like to see more happen with it on iRacing. Just a handful of leagues out there from what I've seen. So this makes it's a challenge, but if I can continue to do this and it be just like this, just be fun, right? It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing to see. So let's hope if we do it again that we can continue to build it, because I think this is to me is the best car on the platform for the racing that you get.
I concur. I mean, to me, it's one of the better driver cars. I mean, if you took a vote, you're going to be 50-50, but a lot of the seasoned guys are going to like this car. It runs good. You can ride it right rear. It's not easy to handle. You gotta wheel the car around, even on these plate races. So I've always considered this one of my favorite cars, if not the best car on the series, in the oval aspect of it. So we have fun. So if you continue to keep running, I know some of the guys will keep showing up. It's been nothing but phenomenal racing so far. A lot of good green flag runs. I mean, even today was only a couple cautions there at a plate race. So maybe we can help you get some more guys in here moving forward. But to be honest with you, it's been running solid with the participation that you've gotten. I mean, we had 17 guys into the day, and that was a great race. It was a great race.
No, I thought it was a great race. I thought it was fun. The early stuff, shaking things up, splitting the field up, and then everything coming back together. It makes for an interesting story. That's for sure. Mike, give your shout outs, man. P2 finished tonight.
Yeah. Congratulations to Thomas. Is it Gom? How do you say his last name? Thomas.
Yeah, Gom.
Thomas Gom. Congratulations, buddy. You did a hell of a job. CJ, you could have had it, buddy. You could have had it. That should have been yours, CJ. But congrats to Thomas and CJ for a good finish. Sorry about that, Mark, birthday boy. Enjoy your birthday. We'll push you to another one here eventually, and then give you your shout outs to some of your series sponsors. I know you got Dark Horizon Fishing as a season sponsor and a series sponsor. Cool Dog is your main sponsor for the Xfinity series, and then Patsfan. I want to make sure I would give a shout out to them, and as always, Signature Esports for putting this on. If you guys haven't already, make sure you go and subscribe and like on YouTube, multiple platforms, Facebook, wherever you guys are at. But all in all, we appreciate everybody that comes out and have fun. Again, congratulations to Thomas Gom, and holler out to my Chop Shop boys out there.
You can tell Mark that he did have the most laps led today.
He's not gonna care. He's just gonna remember I spun him.
All right, brother. We'll catch you later. Well, actually, we'll catch you tomorrow night for your Cup Series.
Yeah, you got it. Catch you later, guys.
It's Strickland out there, P2. Let him have at it. CJ's going to finish P3, though, and it's good to talk to you again. One of the coolest New Jersey Devils fans that you're going to see out there. CJ, dude.
Jason.
Buddy,
Hi, man.
Good to see you. I hear your voice again.
I know. It's like old times. It's been a while.
It's been a minute, but man, I saw the run coming with Banks behind you, and I know Schaefer finally was able to get connected. I thought the DBR 3-pack right there was going to push forward. Chaos kind of ensues at the line, and then you just had to stick. Stryker says if you'd have stuck with him, he'd have pushed you, and then he said that he said that
that's basically it. I mean, I'm not usually, I've been in your races for a while. I'm not somebody who's ever near the front, so that became a I don't know what to do with my hands kind of moment. Same thing with this interview, like I don't do these often, so this is out of the norm for me. But yeah, once Banks got behind me and I start getting kind of like the team orders of like just do this, and then he gets turned. It was like, oh my god, what am I supposed to do now? It's just three of us, and gave it my shot. And once he kind of you know, and rightfully so, he put the block on. I'm not going to wreck him, and Strickland went down low, and if that start finish line is 100 feet, not even, maybe one more foot down, I don't have this interview with you, so I'm just happy to get third.
This is a good race. I love this car, and I say it every week, and it's one of those. I don't know, the natural attrition. When we had the Gen 6 series long time ago, when you guys were running that, it just had such close, good racing. The Xfinity series did so as well. And then that kind of goes away, and now we're left with a car that I think is just getting better each and every week. Of course, thank you for coming over and running. All the DBR team coming over and putting putting themselves back on the broadcast and putting themselves out there and getting out there running and showing what the team's all about. But I mean, what is it about the car? What is it about the track combination? I mean, you're the biggest, or you're the second biggest mover of the race. If it wasn't for the winner, you had to be there at the end. Walk me through kind of the mindset today.
So, I mean, with the car, for sure, as I race with these DBR guys who are a fantastic group, I mean, I've come to learn that, they really, really enjoy this car over the others. And, I'm not big into the mechanics. I don't know much about the cars. I just want to drive them. I'm a fan of the sport and I want to drive them. But, just from what I understand, the A car just feels, like it just feels kind of stuck to the road, whereas this one you can drive it. And the more I run the B car with these guys, that's exactly what I feel. It's a car that you actually can feel like you're actually driving. The A car, like I struggle with that car so much, and maybe it's because there's that disconnect where it doesn't feel like a normal car, so to speak. So the B car works really well, and at a place like this, it's just staying alive. I think I got beat up a couple times in this race, almost lost the draft at one point, got caught up in another wreck, but it's as long as you can survive and be there at the end, you'll have a good shot.
Well, there was only three cautions tonight. Almost a fourth one at the end, but that wouldn't have changed much. I think you were in third whenever that wreck was happening. So this you talk about being a fan, and I think that's the biggest thing about all of this. I probably wouldn't continue doing this if I wasn't a fan of racing, and iRacing is rekindled. I had started losing the love of NASCAR for a little while there. Just kind of everything that was going on with the sport. And I'm going to say that iRacing has kind of renewed my fandom of real world racing, calling races, going to the local dirt tracks, and being a part of that community, and being a part of this big conglomerate that we see, a $36 million a year business, that continues to put out tracks and trying to ever improve the racecraft, so that you don't have to go out there and destroy a big vehicle. It seems like the nature of the beast here is to always look for that next race. What makes it that much special? Because I've known you guys for a couple of years, right? So
yeah.
For as long as I've been doing this, you guys have been at least racing. What is it about just getting out there and running with people and finding the camaraderie to be able to be on a team? I mean, you carried the team today. Just saying.
that doesn't happen often. They're a great team, but it started for me with COVID. When the world stopped and there was no competitions. It was iRacing obviously could exist, and once I started getting on iRacing and I started meeting some of these guys from DBR, and it kind of just took off. And it's like you said, the camaraderie of it, and talking to some of the same guys and racing with the same guys and building a real life friendship with them. It's awesome. So I think I'm in the same boat as you. NASCAR was kind of not as great as it was, but the iRacing definitely brought it back, and I owe a lot of that to the guys at DBR, because if I don't meet them, yeah, I probably still race every once in a while, but it's not the same. You got to have a group, and I know we started at Signature. It's kind of a full circle moment to be back here, and hopefully we can really grow this thing into something big and make it, because it is all about the camaraderie.
I've always said that, and like it was before. I mean, there's a reason why everybody knows we've all put it out there on, why I don't do leagues, why I don't run leagues. It's because I'm terrible at running leagues. But when it comes to just kind of throwing a 10 race schedule together and saying, you know what, I need a broadcast on Thursdays. Let's just go have some fun. That changed the perspective from my mindset. It's not supposed to be, it's supposed to be a stress-free night. Yeah, you're going to wreck. You're going to have wrecks. Things are going to happen. But that's what it's supposed to feel like. And that's what racing's supposed to feel like, because you can just go and reset and go into another race.
Which I do often. I'm not usually the person here. I'm the person that's resetting and finishing in the back.
I know the feeling. So, and that's the thing, and Strike, when I was talking to Stryker just a moment ago, we were talking about, if I have another leg of this. So this is the second league that I've done, about a month apart. I did a truck series, and I was like, I still want the Xfinity series. I want to have an Xfinity series on the broadcast, whether it's mine or anybody else's. My biggest thing is to always make drivers look good. But also this car just races completely different, and it's a different call. You got people that are just really good with the car and just know how to handle the car. That probably should be in one of these cars that are out there running right now, in this league, and in the series that other series that we've called, that we've seen, all these drivers get out there and do it. And I think that's the mindset that I always try to represent. I should not be the one to have to determine whether or not we actually just have a league. If the drivers want an Xfinity series and nobody's putting one on, I don't mind. But I don't want to get into what we had before. That is, no.
I hear you. I can tell you this, though. The guys are very happy that you have an Xfinity league, because, a lot of these leagues are switching to the next gen just because it is the A car. But, we're happy to race this car. We like this car. So keep doing it, and we'll be here.
Yeah. I mean, when I heard Schaefer talk about it earlier, I said it 3 times now, and so I'm probably going to sound like a broken record. I'm grateful to every driver that shows up. Not because we have a lower field count. The lower field count means we just get a different kind of race, and it's just green flag racing. But I appreciate the teams that have come back, and I appreciate people. It takes a lot of saving faith to come back and do something like this, that you're not necessarily thinking that you're gonna. I would just rather call the races. I would rather not race, and I'd rather not be in charge of anything, other than what I know how to do, and that's put my face in a microphone and say, this is how this works. But you guys make it easy. So, or are you making it as easy as it could be? Some things are still difficult. Last week, Bristol, just saying.
I missed that one, so.
Yeah, no, you didn't miss anything. I promise.
Okay.
I screwed that one up. I don't like impacting the race. I really don't. I had to throw a caution tonight because, well, I mean, you were actually caught up in that one.
Yeah.
I had to throw that caution because iRacing missed it. And it's just one of those things. So, but CJ, you got a P3 finish tonight. It is always a pleasure. I could talk for hours. I haven't talked to you in so long. I'm just kind of rambling now. So
no, it's all good. I
ahead.
Appreciate it. I just wanted to say thank you, for putting it on. It's fun again to come out here, race this car. Obviously, my teammates, because the camaraderie means the world. And, we're actually meeting up at Darlington for Labor Day weekend, a lot of us. So I don't know what your plans are, but if you're willing to meet some of the DBR guys, we're more than willing. And if any of these racers or whatever, we'll be down in Darlington Labor Day weekend.
It's going to be awesome. Can I start the interview with CJ again? CJ, congratulations on a P3 finish. They had ads. Okay. Walk them through your race real quick. They didn't hear anything in the first probably 2.5 minutes.
Oh, so the race was survival of the fittest, and that's not usually my game, but survived, made it to the end. Was hoping to get a run with my DBR teammates. Brandon Banks got behind me, was gonna push me, and he got turned. It became a 3-car battle. I made a move at the end, didn't make the pass because Thomas made a really good block to stop the momentum and just hung on for P3.
And then we talked about a few other things. That's pretty much what our first 2.5 minutes were
Yeah,
about.
that was it.
That's
Yeah.
pretty close. It's pretty good. I said he's also one of the coolest New Jersey Devil fans you're going to meet. Even though I'm a Blues fan.
That's all right. I'm a diehard Devil fan. You know this. I think when I rejoined the league, somebody said, "You like hockey?" And I'm like, "How do you know?" And they're like, "Because Jason mentioned it on the broadcast." So if
Yeah.
I did one thing right, it's to make sure that I'm a Devils fan. I think everybody knows that about me.
It's a good job. Thank you, Hastings. Hastings, I did send. I don't know if you saw the DM, but I did send you a re-invite. I don't know what happened. I don't know if something got. Some T's got crossed or some I's got dotted or something happened there. But Jason, I got you the league invite over as well. We do have 2 races left, Homestead, then Phoenix. That's going to be the end of the first 10 race Xfinity series we've done. And it's really cool. So, I try to, as far as memory goes, I have a pretty good memory. I have a pretty good, I pick traits about people to like the first time that I met Schaefer. I think Schaefer's name was Big Red. I think that's what it was. And I think that was his gamer tag or his Discord tag or something like that. When he got in, that's what it was. And then, Newbrow was the guy that we were introduced to with Kivett. I think they came in as a pair. Just kind of things like that happen, and you just try to pick up on people and try to pick up on.
You did a good job. You know us pretty well, so.
Well, not pretty well. I know you guys well enough to know what it takes to win together and what it takes to
You knew very well when you were doing your card break. You knew what I was in your streams for. You knew exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah,
so.
I did, and almost hurts you. So the card breaks, those were with Maximus, and he opened. I think he's doing them himself now. I think he started doing it himself now. We got him comfortable with a camera, and so I think he started doing it himself now. But as far as, I kind of wish I could get back here as well. This is the best backup ever. You
do it. You let me know because I still got a lot of those cards in my collection.
Yep,
Very happy about that.
I probably have a whole bunch of hockey cards still sitting back here that probably.
Well, I have those, and I have the Jimmy Johnsons, the Terry Labanys.
Mhm.
I picked up on a lot of that you were doing.
Yeah, I like those. I like those card breaks. Those were fun. So I don't know. Well, maybe some money. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what that's going to be. I'll maybe have to talk to. Man, I can't remember his name now. We haven't talked in so long.
Austin, wasn't it?
Austin, yeah, Austin Harrington. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Man, oh man. See, my memory is good until it isn't. CJ, much love, Mike. The best backup ever. You did great. Thank you for jumping into the racetrack tonight. Next week, again, Homestead. Let's hope we can get out there and put some rubber down there. We'll have more tires next week. That's for sure.
Let's do it. Thanks again, man. Appreciate it. CJ
gets out there, comes home P3, and we'll let him have at it. Appreciate you very much. Appreciate everybody. Yeah. Try 6971, man. Try that. CJ, you're gonna miss the tea time. He's coming to you. We're gonna make sure we're good. Thank you, gentlemen, for being out there. Is anybody over the DBR team live so I can send you guys over? Is anybody live over there? Let me check the raids. American Pride, Peace. Oh, you're not going to say that name. Well, then you guys are live. Guys, when you guys go live, let me know, okay? I want to make sure that we send you guys over, okay? Especially if you guys are after. Folks, This was a ton of fun. Church says good race. Let me go to Tom says Seth out there. Grijalva, good race and very tight. Was it tight? Okay. It's interesting that the car did what it did. You know what I mean? So that's a crazy thing. Okay, Jason, I got you. What was your number again? 49. Got you. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I know I sent you an. Okay. Got it. We're good. We met in the middle. We're good to go. So yeah, Homestead next week. This was a great race. Biggest mover of the race is Tom Gom. He's up 13 spots. Fred Chase up 11. Congrats to Fred. First race in there, and Fred did a pretty banger of a job as well. We appreciate all the new drivers, and we are looking for more drivers now. We haven't asked for a ton of money when it comes to this stuff, and money is never going to be the thing that I focus on when it comes to running a league. We'll take a couple of sponsors, we'll take a small fee or entry to throw at it, and pay for some races, pay for the SDK for that, and that's pretty much it. That's everything is. I am gonna get a trophy. We have enough to get a little trophy for this series. So whoever the champion's going to be, points are updated, by the way. In Discord, you can go to the points system, and it should take you to the latest point standings. We'll talk about that next week at Homestead of what's going to happen there. But yeah, that's the big key here. We want to make sure that we continue. If we continue to do this, I want to make sure that I do this on an easy time to not do. I don't want to do too much with it. You know what I mean? 10 races, go have some fun. Don't be a tool. That's the big key. You know, if I start putting too much into it or start thinking about it too much, then it becomes what it was before, and I don't want to do that. I don't even want the stress. I really don't. Because you guys have really made this thing fun. It's made my Thursdays fun, and I just get to call a race. Which is even cooler. And I get to see some familiar faces and let the league owners who are out there running not have to worry about it. So that is how it is. Great time. You know what I mean? So there it is. There's the Discord. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody out there. If you haven't joined the Discord, make sure you get out there and do it. Thank you, as always. Be good. Be safe. Be kind to one another, folks. That is the most important thing you could ever do for one another. And, it's going to be good. We'll see you tomorrow night. Doubleheader tomorrow night. We have Chop Shop Racing Cup Series. They are in their playoffs. They're getting close to being done with that season. And then we will be back again at 11 p.m. Eastern for Sim 500 tomorrow night as well. So Friday nights are going to be 2 races for me. It's going to be a ton of fun to see what's going to happen there. Thank you to all the drivers. Thank you to, of course, Patsfan, and of course, our title sponsor, Cool Dog. That is Alex Thompson. Go check out his YouTube channel. Check out the links in the description, folks, on Facebook and YouTube. If you haven't done so, you can also check them out in our Discord. There's a sponsor tab for those folks. Tom Gom gets the win. He does a phenomenal job. He's a man of few words, and I played catch up with a lot of people. So my driver interviews kind of went a little bit longer than what they should have. So we're good to go. Be good. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.